In this video, we are gonna extend registration process in ASP.NET application using ASP.NET membership by adding email verification step to registration process. Often, we don't want user able to create new account just by entering their information. We wanna confirm email address they entered. So get started. Let's create a new project. ASP.NET web application. Registration verification done. So let's start with adding a new web form. And you can say create new user. And first I need to create a user wizard, and that's it here in source view. By default, newly created user is activated. So here we are gonna say disable create user is equal to true. So here we just say disable automatic activation of newly created user. So now when user created new account is inactive by default. So let's go in our web.config file and configure our application to send mail through external SMTP server. And let's scroll down. And here you can say system.net host. We are going to send a mail through Gmail, so we need to specify a host name here. So let's say SMTP gmail.com. Here we need to specify a port. Port is 587 for email. 587. Here we need to specify the username, your email address at gmail.com. Here we need to specify password or email account. Keep in mind, here you need to specify your valid Gmail account address, and here also you need to specify your valid password. And I want to change here authentication mode from Windows to Forms. Also, I need to specify here the connection string. We are going to use a default connection string, which is defined in machine.config file. So first we need to remove. Now we can add a new connection string. So here we are going to use our default instance, and also we are going to use ASP.NET Services DB database we created in our last video. Next we want to write a code to send the email. So let's switch here in our create new user. I don't want hard code email message in code of my application. What if I need to change bit of word? I have to recompile and redeploy my application. So instead of I'm gonna do, so let's create a new folder. Say templates. And inside email template, let's create a text file. Let's say new item. Use in general text file for new user, and I'm gonna paste this format so you don't need to see me typing. So this text file is just gonna be a template for an email I'm gonna send. So here I define a searchable element so I can replace with a valid username, and also here I specify a searchable element for a verification link so I can replace with a valid verification link. And also I define a anchor tab so user can click on link. We want to write a code for a sending email, so let's switch here in our create new user and switch here in design mode and click on create user. First we want to add a two nameplates, so let's say add mail need, and here first I need to define two things, so let's say string username create user result username, and also I need an email address for sending email, so let's say to email address create result email. Also I need to add one another link page, and we wanna get user we just created from membership system, so let's say member user new user user and just pass the name, and next we need to get a good, so let's say good user ID pass with the good user dot with the user key. Next we are gonna start to building the link that we are gonna insert into email, so let's say string url page, let's say paste url dot get left part uri partial dot property, and we're gonna add paste dot application path, and also need, let's say path url just verify new SPX ID equal to, let's say new user ID string, and now we can say path equal to URL base just verify URL. Full path contain full and complete path that user will click on. Now let's get the email template. So we say in reader also I need application path, so let's say Next we want to create an email message. Say email message. Specify your email address, email address, email form. Here we are going to specify email address which we get from the user. Here you can see email address which we get from the user. And after that, specify the subject. We are going to read a message from a text file. Now we are going to close. Next, we need to replace two items that we put in that message for a replacement. One is username and another one is verification URL. So let's do it. Just copy username. Search OD. Username. Yes. Verification link. We are going to replace a verification link from full path. Just create it. And now I create SMTP client. Finally, we are going to send our email. And what we have done here, just as quick review, we grab a membership object instance, we build a URL, and here we read email templates, and we done search and replace user and full link. They need to click on in email template and we send email to them. Only thing we got left to do now to add a verify user new user page. This one. So let's add a new web form. And here we need one button and label control. So let's grab one label. One button. And also I need one label control. Here let's say here to that we are going to redirect our page to login page. If string is null or empty, and you can say quest dot query string empty. So we are saying here, if the query string for a ID is null or empty, then we didn't get a valid user identity user trying to verify. So we go ahead and say level 1 txt no user for if we did get one, we are trying to verify. Let's say here good user ID. Also I need to create one namespace here. Security. And we need to try each block. Here we are going to say user ID input, and we will try to build a good from this query string object. Just copy. And if it's fail, then we are going to just say the user ID was specified is not in proper format. And however, if we retrieve that good successfully, then here we are going to say we are going to pass user ID, and also we are going to check this good is valid or not. So let's say user equal to null, and we are going to say here no user found. And if we got a user, say, and user if approved state is true, then we are going to say user count is 30. And finally, we can say else user is approved is equal to true. And we can update our user. So update user, pass user object, and specify specify a message. And finally, we need one login page so we can redirect our user to do login. So let's add a login page and new web form. The login. Create a login control. So here in our default page, let's create a login view control. Login template. Come in username. Now let's go ahead and test this application. First we are going to create a new user. Let's say user, password. And here I'm going to specify my email address. Create user. Now user is successfully created. So let me show you in our SPLoad configuration tool. So here you can see test user we just created, and notice here this user is currently inactive. To get activate this user, we need to verify our email address. So let's do it. On my Gmail. So here you can see I got email, and here you can see username, and this is our verification link. So let's click on verification link, and here you can see your account has been approved. It's a spelling error, but that's okay. Now let's go and log in. Password, and here you can see I am successfully logged in. So it's great sort of pattern implementation for adding email verification to creating new user in your ASP.NET application that use ASP.NET membership system.